डिपेंडेंट और डिपेंडेंसी स्टार्ट हुआ था, एक बार और बोल देते हैं. जस्ट एनी, सपोज V is a vector space over a field R. It means V with respect to a operation is going to it is going to be a group, okay, and all others operation will be satisfied over R. So it will be just written that B is a vector space over real vector space भी बोला जा सकता है. जो B is a real vector space or complex vector space. Okay. So if V is a vector space and suppose V1, V2, Vn belongs to V are the vectors of V, then this vector will be called dependent or independent if suppose this relation zero. This is a not zero vector. Zero vector. It is from V. If this relation only satisfied for this condition C1, C2, Cn equals to 0, because it will always satisfy for this C1. If you put C1, C2 all at 0, then obviously it will is going to be a 0. Okay, so it will always satisfy for this condition. But if it is not satisfying in any other condition, only this is the relation or this is the solution, you can say, then this set of vectors will be called independent. Okay, v1, I will give you an example. Vn are called independent. If there is any non-zero solution other than zero solution, you will have, then it will be called a dependent. Okay, so like if I say R2 is a vector space, okay, and consider the vectors. Normally, you have to write a vector as a column vector. Okay, this is a rule, but sometimes we write in a vector form, and this is called, if you write a vector in this form like a b or something, this is called actually co-vector. It is also a vector, but it is a co-vector. You have to write any vector in a column form. Okay, this is the rule, but for convenience you can write in a row as a row vector. Any vector is like 2 cross 1, not 1 cross 2. Okay, so this is a vector. So for example, for R2, if you choose two vector 2 3 and 1 3, if I just tell you how, is this vector are independent or dependent, so just use this relation 0 0. And if this relation only satisfy for the C1 and C2 0, then it will be independent, or otherwise it will be independent. So यहाँ पे क्या होगा, normally इसको solve कर सकते हो. C2 equals to 0 plus 3, C2 equals to 0. बोला क्या होगा, is there जीरो छोड़ के और कुछ होगा जिससे सेटिस्फाई होगा. जैसे अगर इस डिटर्मिनेंट को देखोगे 2 1 3 3, this will be 6 minus 3 equals to 3, not equals to 0. So obviously 0 is the only solution. Okay, so this is in these two vector independent. So sometimes when are we going to use this determinant form? You know that if a system of equation ax equals to 0, where a is an suppose n cross n matrix, this homogeneous system of equation will have always have a solution x is equals to 0. But only solution or infinitely many solution, how we are going to find that determinant of a, if determinant of a equals to 0, then there will be a infinitely many solution. And if determinant of a not equals to 0, then there will be an unique solution. Because there is an unique solution, or you already know x is equals to 0 is a solution, so obviously this is the only solution. Okay, because ax is equals to v is x is equals to a inverse b. This is the only solution. If it is an n cross n matrix, and this is the only solution for any non-zero. So obviously यहाँ पे zero है, so this will be a only solution x is equals to 0 for any inverse, and a inverse exists when determinant of a not equals to 0. So you can directly say in this way that you find a determinant and you can say that it is dependent or independent. So let me tell you that suppose C any matrix 1 2 3 C1 plus C2 101 plus C3 2 200 equals to 000. Just you can directly write as a this is a matrix whose columns are these vectors 101 200 C1 C2 C3 equals to 000. So while you have to find that this determinant of A equals to 0 or not. Okay. So if it is 0, then obviously there will be infinitely many solutions. So you will find a non-zero solution. So then you can conclude that these vectors are dependent. And if it is a non-zero, then only solution, there will be an only solution. So you know that it will always satisfy for this 0 0 0 vector. Okay, so this is a solution you already know, and now you are concluding that there is only one solution. So this is a solution C1 C2 and C3. So it will be independent. Okay. इसका नॉर्मली इंडिपेंडेंट और डिपेंडेंसी का जो मीनिंग था यही था कि फर्स्ट व्हेन यू आर चूजिंग अ वेक्टर फ्रॉम अ वेक्टर स्पेस V, a non-zero vector, not a zero vector, so you can make a vector space out of this V, because CV C belongs to V, C belongs to R, because you are taking a real vector space. So this is a new vector space. It is called a vector space, or you can say subspace of V. This is a subspace of V, but in itself is a vector space. So it is a vector space, and it is generating from V. So that's why we are writing it as a LV. Okay. So this is a vector space, and it is called one-dimensional vector space. Dimensional vector space. And why it is called one-dimensional? Because it is generating from a one single vector. What about if I choose two vector u v belongs to V? Then obviously you can make a vector space out of these two vector, but there is a problem. Okay, dv c and d both are from the real number, so you cannot easily say that it is a vector space generating from these two vectors unless you first determine that these two vectors are dependent or independent. Because if it is dependent, okay, what does that mean? If it is dependent, then there will be a non-zero solution. If I say in a previous way that there will be a non-zero solution, let C1 is equals to 2 and C3 is equals to 1. This is a non-zero solution which will satisfy 2u plus v is equals to 0. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that v is equals to minus 2u. Okay, v is already coming from this vector space. Okay, if it is say u, okay, then this v is belongs to lu, because it is a constant multiplication only a vector. So it is not a new vector space. It is a just write it cu plus dv, and cu plus dv के यहाँ पे just minus 2u लिख सकते हो. So it will c minus 2d into u. So this is a new vector constant c dash u. So if you say cu plus dv for any c and d belongs to r, it is same as any vector, any constant c dash into u, where c dash is coming from r. So this is not a new vector space. It is a previous one which is generating from only u. It is only generating from u, not both u and v. So it is again a one-dimensional vector space, not two-dimensional vector space. So a similar way, if you choose u, v, and w, it is not going to directly, you cannot say that it is generating from u, v, and w. Cu dv, or you can say just c1 u plus c2v plus c3w, where c1 c2 c3 from r. ठीक है? So it could be only lu or only luv or only lw, कुछ भी हो सकता है. First you have to determine these are independent or not. If it is independent, obviously there you cannot delete any vector. This is called a deletion or something, okay, or addition. So you cannot delete any vector if it is independent, all because you cannot generate any vector out of this and another two vectors. So if there is a, like, there is no solution of this c2v plus c3w equals to 0. If there is no non-zero solution, it means you cannot find any of this vector out of these other two vectors. They are the independent. So this vector space is called independent vector, sorry, three-dimensional vector space, because it is generating from three independent vectors. Okay. Or if it is dependent, then you have to delete them. If I say from R2, 1 0 and 0 1, simple vector I'm taking. These two vector you are choosing from R2, and let's say that it is, let's call it is U and it is V. And UV is equals to C1 1 0 plus C2 0 1, where C1 and C2 both from real numbers. So is this vector a two-dimensional vector space or a one-dimensional vector space? So well, you have to just find that it is. So 0 0 1 0 0 1 C1 C2 0 0, or you can directly just make a matrix and find a determinant. So 1 0 0 1 is equals to 1, which is not equals to 0. So obviously there is no non-zero solution. Unique solution will find is 0. So these vectors are independent vectors. So this is a two-dimensional vector space. Okay. And another thing, this R2, I'm not, I should not say it right now, but let me say that R2 is also a two-dimensional vector space. The question is how I'm going to say that it is a two-dimensional or three-dimensional. But just for the time being, you just believe that it is a two-dimensional vector space, because it is a two-dimensional vector space, and you choose two vectors to make a two-dimensional vector space. This is nothing but R2. Okay, this LUV is R2. And if it is R2, then these two vectors will be called a basis of R2. Okay. R2 के basis find करने के लिए there will be some rules, but this is a basis of R2. तो basis होने के लिए criteria यही है कि R2 को generate होना होगा fully with the independent vectors. And how many independent vectors? So if it is same as a dimension of R2, then it will be the basis. ठीक है. तो बेसिस के अगर बेसिस बोलना चाहूंगा तो यही होता है कि इफ V is a vector space, so you have to choose some vectors from V. Suppose V1, V2, Vn, these are the vectors from V. If this set of vectors are independent, and you already know that how you are going to determine it is independent or dependent. So if it is independent and every vector of V is going to be expressed by these vectors, then it is going to, you can say these vectors are basis of V. Okay. Express means you can directly say that if any vector V, you can choose, let V belongs to V. V is going to be in the form of LV1, LV2, dot, 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 Vn in this set, any vector. Or if you are not, if you don't want to use this L form, then you just can say that he is going to express by this vector, means there exists C1, K1, K2, dot, 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 Kn belongs to R. These are the real you will going to find, such that V is equals to K1 V1, K2 V2 plus dot, dot, Kn Vn. and this means that it is going in L v1 v2 dot 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 vn. Okay, any if any vector is expressed as this form, then that is a vector definition of this vector space, no? So if I say that 1001 like previous from R2, it is a basis of R2. Sorry, it is a basis of R2. So first we have already proved that it is a independent set. Now you are going to prove that any vectors, let any vectors means it is going to in this from AB. Okay, this is expressed in this help of these two vectors. So let's say there is k1 and k2, such that k1 is equals to 1 0, k1 into 1 0 plus k2 is to 0 1. If creating this is actually it will going to take a form in ax is equals to b. Okay, like a system of equation तुम्हारा था system of equation पहले is from, you know, first how many options you have for this system ax is equals to b. There is no solution, only one solution or infinitely many solution, three options. ठीक है, इसमें जैसे ऑगमेंटेड मैट्रिक्स था एक्स बी, ठीक है, इसका डिटर्मिनेंट और रैंक और इसका रैंक अगर सेम होता तो दिस इज एटलीस्ट यू हैव अ सॉल्यूशन, but infinitely many or finitely many, that is going to be found by rank, because if it is an x is like x1 xn, it is n dimensional, so rank has to be n, or if it is less than n then infinitely many solution. ठीक है, तो इसको फिर से बोलेंगे, let's just get it. तो इसमें इसका सॉल्यूशन निकालना होगा, तो a is equals to ab is equals to k1 and k2. Simple vector, let's take it 1 1. Okay, so it will be k1 plus k2 and k2. So k1 plus k2 is equals to a and k2 is equals to b. So obviously k1 is equals to a minus b and k2 is equals to b. These two are real numbers because ab are real numbers, so these two are real number. So there is a solution. It's so there is a solution, and that means that ab can be any vector will be expressed by these two vectors. Okay, so any vector ab is going is a element of 1 0 and 0 1 in this vector space 1 1, and it is also, you can also find this 1 0 1 1, its determinant is 1 not equals to 0, so it is independent. So these two vectors are basis vectors 1 0 and 1 1. So any set of vectors, any set of vectors of v, इसको बेसिस होने के लिए दो क्राइटेरिया फुलफिल होना होगा. एक तो इसको दिस सेट ऑफ वेक्टर्स आर लिनियरली इंडिपेंडेंट. सेकंड, any vector of v is going to be expressed in summation ci vi. For you can say that for any vectors there exists ki, so I is equals to 1 to n, such that v is equals to summation ki vi, I is equals to 1 to n. These two conditions are satisfied, then this set will be called a basis of v. बेसिस में जितना नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स रहेगा वही होगा डायमेंशन. इफ नाउ if two vectors is going to generate d whole v, then the dimension of d is 2. If three vectors is going to express the whole v, then it is going to be three dimensional. So let's try the example like r3. Okay, I choose these two vectors only. Or you can see that these three vectors. This is V1, V2, and V3. So is this three vectors a set of three vectors as basis or not? So first you have to find the dependent or independent. तो इसको अगर डिपेंडेंट इंडिपेंडेंट फाइंड करोगे तो ये होगा जस्ट डिटरमिनेंट फाइंड करो. Obviously it is zero, so it is not dependent, it is independent. Sorry, it is not independent, it is dependent because you have only infinitely many solutions, so there will be a non-zero solution. So you have to delete some vectors. So if out of this infinitely many solution, if you only choose one solution, any solution you can choose. So C1 plus C2 110 plus C3 210 is equals to 000. नॉन जीरो सॉल्यूशन अगर यहाँ पे फाइंड करोगे तो सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन से तो फाइंड हो जाएगा. इसमें देखो कैसे होगा. जैसे अगर 110 and minus 1 210 equals to 000. देखो हो रहा है कि होगा ये वाला. So C1 is equals to 1, C2 is equals to 1, and C3 is equals to minus 1. This is a one solution out of infinitely many solutions. So because sometimes we will have some zero also in between, because if there is n c through cn, so maybe there c4 equals to 0. Okay, so first you have to make sure that there is no zero to delete some vector. So with any constant multiplication you can just delete any vector. Okay, but if you suppose there is four vectors, 2 1 1 1 0 plus 3 1 0 0 0 plus 0 into 2 1 0 0 plus whatever like 1 minus 1 3 1 0 0 something equals to 0 0 0. This is a non-zero solution. You cannot delete this vector, okay, because there is a zero. That's why you have to find all solution. So you cannot delete this vector. So if L is 1, this is V1, V2, V3, and V4. So L, V1, V2, V3, and V4, it cannot be equals to V1, V2, and V4. You cannot delete V3. That's what I was trying to say. It can be anything. V1 and V2, V3 must be there. Okay, V4. Any one vector you can delete, but V3 you cannot delete. So everyone is non-zero, so any vector you can delete. So let's choose these two vectors. So these two vectors is independent now. 1 0 0 and 1 1 0. And also there will be a question maybe that what about the number of vectors is not going to form a square matrix. Okay, then that time you cannot take the determinant. Like if I at first time if I give just these two vectors, you cannot form any determinant to check whether it is its determinant is zero or non-zero. Okay, so at that time you have to just select zero equals to 0 0 0. C1 plus C2 equals to 0 and C2 equals to 0, and देखो लास्ट में जो है वो 0 0 0 ही होगा. तो that you can delete. तो इसमें से क्या होगा, ऑब्वियसली C2 इक्वल्स टू 0, तो C1 भी 0 होगा, तो ओनली 0 सॉल्यूशन विल फाइंड. So these two vectors is independent vectors. So these two vectors are independent vectors. Out of these three, you have already deleted one vector. So now, while you have to find any vector को इस वेक्टर से एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हो कि नहीं. अगर एक्सप्रेस करोगे तो दिस टू वेक्टर विल फॉर्म अ बेसिस, otherwise it will not form a basis. So any vectors is in this form take a form R3, because just real number ही चेंज होगा और तो कुछ नहीं चेंज होगा. तो if there is a solution, then maybe there is a K1 and K2 such that ABC equals to K1 100 plus K2 110. तो इसमें सॉल्यूशन होगा K1 plus K2 is equals to A, K2 is equals to B, and 0 is equals to C. So when you have to prove something, that time you can take the arbitrary form ABC, and when it is not, then you just take any particular. Just let's take 1, 2, 3, and 5. This vector I have chosen. Okay, 2, 3, 5. So this is a vector from R3, and this vector is not going to be expressed with the help of these two vectors, because this is a contradiction. This is a contradiction. So this two vector is not going to form a basis, not a basis. It's not a basis of R3. So here you can already see that this is a 3. So it is a 3-dimensional, okay, for R3, not any vector V. So this is our R3 vector, 3-dimensional. So in a basis, there has to be a 3 vectors at least. Otherwise, it is at least not exactly 3 vectors होना होगा, तभी और basis होगा, otherwise नहीं होगा. So let's see any other vectors form, like not R2 or any Rn, polynomial vectors. Any polynomial of degree less than or equals to n. Okay. Any polynomial fx whose degree less than or equals to n. Okay. इसका डायमेंशन कितना होगा, एक पूछूं तो पहले तो बेसिस निकालना होगा, उसके बाद नंबर ऑफ वेक्टर्स इन दैट बेसिस यू हैव टू काउंट. तो पहले ये वेक्टर स्पेस होगा कि नहीं चेक करो. पिछले क्लास में वाला किए थे कि याद नहीं है, लेकिन इसको चेक करो पहले वेक्टर स्पेस होगा कि नहीं. कितना पहले तो ग्रुप फॉर्म करना होगा. तो एनी चेक कैसे करोगे, एनी two vectors you have to choose from the vector space, not a vector space, a set Pn. So let's see this arbitrary addition is going to be in Pn or not. Okay, that you have to check. So degree of f of x plus g of x का relation क्या होता है, is equals to just क्या होता है, इसका होता है मैक्सिमम ऑफ डिग्री f of x और डिग्री g of x, जिसका मैक्सिमम होगा वही होगा. ठीक है, क्योंकि देखो अगर एक्स क्यूब प्लस फर्स्ट ऐसा होगा, सेकेंड एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 1, तो इसको अगर ऐड करोगे तो ऑब्वियसली कौन सा डिग्री होगा, 3 आएगा इस वेक्टर से. इस पॉलिनोमियल से इसका डिग्री आएगा बिकॉज इट हैज अ मैक्सिमम डिग्री. तो this is whatever it has to be less than or equals to n, because both degree are less than or equals to n. So addition will be in phi n. Okay, and it is going to be associative, obviously. Gx plus hx equals to f of x gx plus hx. It is associative. And secondly, it has a identity element, which is zero polynomial. If you add any polynomial, it will with the zero polynomial is going to be the same. And this is the third, second, the first, and fourth, the inverse. The inverse is nothing but just its opposite sign, because why it is x square plus x, तो इसका कितना होगा माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स, इसके साथ ही ऐड करोगे तब जीरो आएगा, जीरो पॉलिनोमियल, तो माइनस एक्स, तो फॉर एवरी पॉलिनोमियल देयर इज अ इनवर्स पॉलिनोमियल, so this is 0. In 5 it is also commutative. F of x. Okay, so this is a vector space. So sorry, at least this is a group. Now you have to prove it is a vector space over R. ओवर आर में क्या क्या होता है, पहले तो मल्टीप्लीकेशन करना होता है कांस्टेंट से, तो सी एफ ऑफ एक्स इज गोइंग टू बी इन वी pn, obviously any constant, if you multiply any constant with the polynomial, it is going to be a polynomial again. 6 and 7 होता है जैसे सी एफ ऑफ एक्स प्लस जी ऑफ एक्स, सी एफ ऑफ एक्स प्लस सी जी ऑफ एक्स, simple shown. We don't check them also. F of x, g of x, not f of, sorry, because there is no multiplication defined in polynomial. So c plus d, f of x. Every distributive law you have to check. जहाँ पे polynomial के लिए यहाँ पे c f of x है, polynomial के लिए only addition defined है, so you only have to check the polynomial addition. But for the constant r, there is multiplication and addition both. So first you check the addition, and then you have to check multiplication. So this is c d f x, and I hope this is fine. और एक इसको लिखा जाता है जीरो इंटू जीरो, मीन्स दिस जीरो इज फ्रॉम आर रियल नंबर, नॉट जीरो वेक्टर. इफ यू मल्टीप्लाई जीरो विद एनी polynomial, it will be a zero vector. This is a vector. Okay, this is a constant and this is a vector. You will find this from previous rule. It's not a new rule. So ठीक है, तो polynomial के लिए सब चेक हो रहा है, तो this is a vector space. Now you will have to find its basis. So let's claim the set S is equal to 1x to the power n. This is a independent vectors. And its dimension is n, obviously, and it's a. So first, if you say that it is dependent or independent, is a, let's check it later. But you already know that this is a generating vector for any polynomial. Okay, because any polynomial you can write, if it is f of x, so in any polynomial c1 into 1 plus c2x plus c3x square plus dot cn, cn plus 1, और यहाँ से अगर c0 से start करोगे तो cn x to the power n. So any polynomial you can express with the help of these vectors. तो ये तो generating vector है obviously, but it is independent or dependent, that if you determine that one also, then you can say it is basis or not. So for example, if I choose only less than or equals to 3 vector, so this is 3 only. Okay, so any vector x square plus 2x plus 5 is obviously is going to be expressed as 5 into 1 plus 2 into x plus 1 into x square plus 0 into x cube. Okay, so this is the coefficient vector क्या होगा 5 2 1 and 0. ठीक है, these are the coefficient 5 2 1 0. This basis, and basis is not unique. Finitely many basis. It is depend on your choice. Okay, so एक्सप्रेस होगा ये तो डिटरमाइंड हो गया, लेकिन इस इंडिपेंडेंट होगा कि नहीं दैट यू हैव टू फाइंड. इसके लिए इंडिपेंडेंट होगा कि नहीं, जस्ट 1 x square and x cube. The rule is same. C1 plus C2x plus C3x square plus C4 x cube is equals to 0. If there is no other solution but C1 equals C2, C3 equals to C4 equals to 0, then this is independent. Or if there is any other zero solution, non-zero solution, then it is dependent. So if you compare the both sides coefficient, if it, because it is also a polynomial, zero polynomial, then C1 is 0, C2 is 0, C3 is 0, and C4 is 0. So now obviously there is no other solution other than this zero solution. So these vector are independent one. So this is a basis for this P3 vector space, and its dimension is 4. Okay, because there are in that basis there is 4 vectors, but it is not unique. But if just you say that like, let me try, I'm taking another vector. Okay, 1 x plus x square x cube minus x, and let's say x cube. If this vector you have taken, then you also have to prove that this is a basis or not. So let's try. तुम किसी एक से स्टार्ट कर सकते हो, तो फर्स्ट लेट मी ट्राई इन इंडिपेंडेंसी और इंडिपेंडेंट. तो यहाँ पे पहले इजीली देखा जा सकता था कि कोई भी वेक्टर एक्सप्रेस होगा, इसलिए वो वाला पहले किया था, लेकिन इसमें नहीं देख सकते हो इजीली. तो इसमें लेट मी ट्राई C1 प्लस C2 x plus x square plus C3 x cube minus x plus C4 x cube is equals to 0. तो इसमें अगर C1 plus C2x plus क्या होगा C3 के लिए, एक्चुअली हर एक कोफिशिएंट को अलग अलग कर रहा हूँ. यहाँ पे C2 C2 minus C3 x plus C2x square plus C3 plus C4 x cube equals to 0. Okay. So you have C1 is equals to 0, comparing both sides. C2 minus C3 equals to 0, C2 equals to 0, and from both you will have C3 equals to 0, and C3 plus C4 equals to 0. So from C3 equals to 0, you can say C4 is equals to 0 also. So only one solution exists, which is 0, 0, 0. So it is an independent set. Now you have to express any polynomial f of x in the form of this vector k1 plus k2 x plus square plus k3 x cube minus x plus k4 x cube. इसको अगर जेनरेट करना होगा तो कोई भी आर्बिटरी पॉलिनोमियल लेना होगा. तो आर्बिटरी पॉलिनोमियल लेट्स से इट इज a1 plus a2x plus a3x square plus a4x cube. Okay, this is any arbitrary polynomial in P3. So if you first you have to k1 plus k2 minus k3 x plus k2x square plus k3 plus k4 x cube. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे k1 कितना होगा? k1 is equals to a, k2 minus k3 to be a1 a2, and k2 is equals to a3, and k3 plus k4 is equals to a4. तो यहाँ से अगर यूनिक सॉल्यूशन मिल जाएगा तो हो जाएगा. यूनिक सॉल्यूशन तो होगा ही. तो इसको अगर एज ए मैट्रिक्स तुम एक्सप्रेस करोगे, क्योंकि ये वाला बहुत ही इजी है, इजीली फाइंड कर सकते हो, लेकिन समटाइम्स इट इज नॉट बी इजी. सो इसमें क्या होगा, जैसे कोएफिशिएंट 1, बाकी यहाँ पे सब जीरो है, 0 0 0. नेक्स्ट के लिए 0 1 -1 0. k2 मीन्स 0 1 0 0. k3 4 के लिए 0 0 1 and 1. And this is k1 k2 k3 k4 is equals to a1 a2 a3 and a4. Okay, so this is actually ak and a, you can say, or akx b akb. So x is equals to a inverse b. That you find, then it has a solution. So but here a1 a2 and a3 a4, these are the not any fixed element. This is an arbitrary. For any arbitrary, you have to find a solution. That's why you have to take an arbitrary form. So here k1 is equals to a1, and k2 कितना होगा? k2, because k2 is equals to a3, and k3 is equals to k2 minus a2. k2 is a3, so a3 minus a2, and k4 is equals to a4 minus k3. k3, where is a3 minus a2, means a4 minus a3 plus a2. So these are all real numbers. So obviously there is a solution. So any polynomial can be expressed with these 4 vectors. So this is also a basis of P3. Okay. So, and any basis will have a 4 vector. That is a unique case. It cannot be you take another basis, it has 2 vectors, or every basis will have a same number of vectors, but basis is not unique. Infinitely many choice you will have. So जैसे R2 के लिए basis सबसे easy basis ये होगा. This is called standard basis. Okay, any vector for R3 standard basis क्या होगा? 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. This is called standard basis. But any other basis also exists, like 1 1 2 3 and 3 2, also a basis of R2. Okay, so let's try for R2. If I choose 2 vectors, v1 is equals to 2 3, and v2 is equals to 3 2. Is this 2 vector going to form a basis or not of R2? So first try, it is a dependent or independent. 2 3 3 2 4 minus 9 not equals to 0. So it is independent. Now let's take any vector AB from R2 and say if there exists a solution, let's say it's K1 and K2. So AB equals to K1 2 3 plus K2 3 2. So it is A equals to 2K1 plus 3K2. and b is equals to 3k1 plus 2k2. तो इसमें क्या होगा, सॉल्यूशन तो निकाल सकते हो, लेकिन इसमें भी वही बोल सकते हो कि because it's an number of equation and number of unknown. This is k1 k2 are equal, sorry, unknowns. So number of equation and number of unknowns are equal. So if you just say ax is equals to v, it will have a solution. Okay, so if determinant of a equals to 0, then there is no solution, because a b are non-zero. Okay, and determinant of a is not equals to 0, there is an unique solution. So यहाँ पे non-zero है, so there will be a solution for any ab. So this is a basis. Okay, तो सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन में पहले तो मैं बोल देता हूँ, जैसे सपोज x3 equals to 0. Okay, if these two equation is given, then is how you are going to find a solution. इसमें क्या रैंक पहले था ना, मैट्रिक्स का रैंक निकालने के लिए बोला जाता, आई होप। तो इसमें अगर नॉन जीरो होगा तब प्रॉब्लम होगा 2 3. It is not directly given, sometimes it is going to be reached by the other operations, like यहाँ पे तुम्हारा कौन सा है, x2 plus 2x2 plus 2x3 equals to 4. You know, if you multiply 2 with this row and subtract from this row, so it is going to be 0. But at the same time, it has to be 0 also. But if it is 3, then it is not going to be 0. Just check it. 2x1 plus 3x2 plus x3 is equals to 1. x2 plus x3 is equals to 2. And इसको अगर करोगे तो ये वाला 0 होगा, and this will be 4 minus 3, which is 1. So there will be a problem. So there is, this system of equation has no solution. But if it is a homogeneous system of equation 0 0 0, so it will always have a solution. Next, you will have to find that it is a unique or non-unique. But for non-zero, non-homogeneous system of equation, there will be another case where there is no solution. ठीक है, तो इस टाइप का अगर केस आएगा तो there will be no solution, and it will occur when there is number of equation and number of unknown are different. Even there is a equation and third number of equation, but that could be eliminated from other equations. So after eliminating, you can say that if it is perfectly eliminating or not. You can, because there is a 1, but if it is 4, so it will be 0. So you can directly eliminate this system, this equation from the system. So you will left with this 2 equation. So now you can conclude other things. And again, if this is called, this is a pivot. I don't know these terms, you know or not. So you cannot eliminate any further. So now you can say that it has a solution or not. But on you can statement, you can conclude that there will be an infinitely many solution. Why? Because the number of equation is less than number of the unknowns. So obviously there is infinitely many solution. Just like if I say that 2x plus 3y equals to 5, this is a line into in 2D R2. So it has a solution, means every point in the line is a solution. So it has infinitely many solution. If I give another equation, suppose 3x plus 2y is equals to 6 or something, this is another equation. combining these two equations, the solution will be the cross section. Okay, so this is a solution for this system of equation. But if this equation is a parallel of like this is a equation I have given and another equation I have given, this is a parallel one. Okay, so obviously there is no solution. There is no solution. And when it will be infinitely many solution, if I given two solution, just they're coinciding. Okay, so there is infinitely many solution. This system of equation are non-homogeneous system. And what about homogeneous system? Homogeneous systems are always going through the origin. Okay, always going through the origin. Always going through the origin. So you know the zero is a solution, always zero is a solution. But the problem is this is a line and this is a equation, suppose 2x plus 3y is equals to 0. And another line I have given this 4x plus 6y is equals to 0. It's the same as this one, just I have multiplied with 2. But this equation maybe you find from another argument. Okay, so these two system of this is another line which is coinciding perfectly. So this infinitely many solutions are there. Every point in the line is a solution, but zero is always a solution. One of zero is one of them. Okay. So first, you know how to find determine whether it is a dependent or independent vector. It's a simple calculation. Just you have to take arbitrary constants. You want to Cn or C4 anything, and equating that with the zero vectors, and then this system of equation C1 V1 plus C2 V2 Cn Vn equals to 0. This is a vector, not constant. So if this system of equation, solving this system of equation, you find a zero solution or non-zero solution, that will going to determine whether the set of vectors are dependent or independent. If there is no solution other than zero solution, then it is an independent vector. And if it is dependent, then you can always delete a vector and make it independent. So let's try 1 0 1 1 2 3 and 4 5. Okay, so obviously these vectors are not independent vectors, but you just say that C1 plus C2 plus C3 plus C4 equals to 0 0. So okay, so there will be a non-zero solution. So you can find also the, let's just imaginary take 2 3 0 or 1 or something, or 3 2 1 something. So you can delete. First you delete one vector. So the resulting vector after deleting, so that is not you cannot say surely that that is independent or dependent. Again you have to apply the same formula for these three vectors if you delete this vector. Again, if you find any non-zero solution, then this three vectors is again dependent, and you have to after having a solution, you can delete another vector, and you will left with these two vectors. Okay. And then if it is independent, again you have to check with two constant, and then you can find if it is independent. So you cannot delete any further. Okay. So theoretically, it is like C1 V1 plus Cn Vn equals to 0. So these are the non-zero one. C1, C2, Cn, these are the non-zero solution. So V1 to Vn is not independent. It is dependent. So if this is Ci Vi in middle somewhere, and this Ci is non-zero, this Ci is non-zero, then you can delete this Vi vector from this set. So Vi minus 1, Vi plus 1 dot dot Vn. This Vi you have deleted. So now you have left with n minus 1 vector. Yes. In the same manner, you have to check whether these n minus 1 vectors are dependent or independent. For example, again you find a k1 v1 plus ki minus 1 vi minus 1 plus ki plus 1 vi plus 1 kn vn equals to 0. Again you find, suppose kj is not equals to 0. There is a non-zero solution. So vj you can delete. So in this you have to keep deleting the vectors unless it is reaching in the independent, reach into the independent vectors. You have to keep deleting. Okay. So a set of vectors consisting a zero vector is always a dependent or independent. Set of vectors, uh, suppose in R2, 1, 0 and 0, 0. So it is dependent or independent. Any set of vectors consisting zero vector is always dependent. And why it is? Because maybe the other vectors from v1 to vn, okay, if for this relation there is no zero solution, sorry, non-zero solution, all are zero, but there is a zero vector, you can always multiply any non-zero term, okay, for zero vectors. So zero vector ke liye zero v use karte hain. So zero, this is zero, okay. So for this system of equation you have a non-zero solution, which is 2. C1 is equals to 0, C2 equals to 0, up to Cn is equals to 0. But this Cn plus 1 is non-equals to 0, which is 2. You have to look into the whole, not a the like everyone is 0, this one is non-zero, so we are not taking it. Because it is a zero vector, you can always multiply any non-zero number. So any set of vectors consisting a zero vector is always linearly dependent. So zero vector in itself a dependent vector. That's why I was in the previous class I have told that any non-zero vector, any single vector with a non-zero single vector is always independent. But a single vector is dependent when it is a zero vector. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे पहले तो मेनली डिपेंडेंट इंडिपेंडेंट बोथ मैटर करेगा बेसिस फाइंड आउट करने के लिए. तो बेसिस is a choice of yours. It can be infinitely many choice, but the number of vectors in the basis will be always same, and that is called a dimension of a vector space. These concepts are not so hard, but the problem will occur. Will consider the linear transformation. There, suppose V and W are U and V are two vector space over R. Is the two vector space over R. So now we'll consider function from U to V. So when it is called a linear transform, any map is not called a linear transformation. There has to be some rules. First, is zero vector from U is going to be reached to a zero vector from V. The first rule. Second, if we add two vectors and then map it through T, it will be same as if you first map U and V and then add them. So there is a problem, means this is a addition in U and this is a addition in V, because these two vectors are from V and this U and V are from U. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे U1 U2 लिखता हूँ तो फिर बेटर होगा. U1 and U2. U1 is a vector of U and U2 is a vector from U. So U1 plus U2, this addition, this operation is determined by the vector space V. What operation is there? Okay. And this TU1, obviously it is mapping to V, so it is a vector from V. It's also a vector from V. So these two addition, TU1 plus TU2. Okay, so let's say this is a circle and there's a, and this addition is determined from this vector space V. They could be same, but they are the two different operations. So this is and third relation is CU is same as CTU. Okay, because this is both are real vector space. So if you multiply with a constant, this will be a vector, and if you map it to the let's it U is a vector. After multiplying with C, this is another vector CU, and this is V. So you will map to TU. This is a vector from V, and if you map this vector, it will be another vector TCU. Okay, but what I am claiming that if I multiply with this vector C, it will be same as this vector. Yeah, so this is a vector space. So this is a linear transformation. So both 2 and 3 can be expressed in one single line. TCU plus TC1U1 plus C2U2 is equals to C1TU1 plus C2TU2. Okay, both 2 and 3 you can say in this way. If this relation is satisfying, then T is called a linear transformation, because there could be a infinitely many maps other, but this is a unique map. U2 view is a linear map. So if I give any map, then you have to determine whether it is linear or not. So let's try. If it is R2 to R3, okay, so it will obviously TXY. So it is suppose X square 1 and X plus Y. It is a linear map or not? First you have to determine 0 0. So it is not a zero vector. One तो जीरो को भेजने से जीरो आना चाहिए, यहाँ पे भी जीरो होगा, तो लेट्स से इट इज जीरो. So first condition is satisfying. Second, any two vectors you have to take. Suppose x1 and y1, and second x2 and y2. You have to add them. So if you add them, then it will be obviously x1 plus y1 and x2 plus y2. So अलग अलग से अगर भेजोगे इसको x1 plus y1, x1 and y1 को, तो it will be x1 square. ठीक है, and 0 x1 plus y1. The second vector is x2 and y2, and this is x2 square plus x2 plus y2. एंड इसका एडिशन को अगर भेजोगे which is x1 plus x2 and y1 plus y2 which will be x1 plus x2 whole square and addition means is यहाँ पे होगा x1 plus sorry 0 x1 plus x2 plus y1 plus y2. Okay, so now if we add these two vectors it will be x1 square x2 square 0 and x1 plus y1 x2 plus y2 because these two components are same, this one and this one, but this is not same, is not equals to x1 plus x2 whole square, it is not same, so it is not a linear map, it is not a linear map क्योंकि कौन यहाँ पे कौन सा रूल देखा मैंने x1 y1 प्लस x2 y2 has to be equal to t x1 y1 plus t x2 y2, but it is not same because these two are not satisfying, so it is not a linear map. So what about this map? Is this two map as it is a map from R2 and R2. Okay, R2 from R2. Is it a linear transformation or not? This map is a linear transformation or not? So T00 will be a 0 and 0. So it is satisfying the first condition. Second, if you add two vectors x1 y1 plus x2 y2, it has to be equal to tx1 y1 plus tx2 y2. इसको सेम होना होगा तो अलग अलग से देखते हैं, पहले tx1 y1 is equals to 2x1 plus 3y1 3x1 plus 2y1 x2 y2 the same is 2 plus 3y2 3x1 plus 2y2. अगर इसको ऐड करोगे इन v2 then this will x1 y1, it is a right hand side, I'm calculating the right hand side x2 y2, इसमें ऐड करोगे तो कितना आएगा 4x1 plus 6y2, this is actually no अलग अलग है, तो 2x1 plus 3y1 plus 2x1 plus 3y1 plus 2x2 plus 3y2, ये वाला एक वेक्टर, और second component will be 3x1 plus 2y1 plus 3x1 plus 2y2. This is another component. So it is a right hand side. And what about left hand side? Left hand side में इसको पहले ऐड करना होगा, तो it is x1 plus x2 and y1 plus y2. तो इस रूल में अगर भेजेंगे तो क्या होगा, फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट के साथ 2 मल्टीप्लाई होगा, 2x1 plus x2 plus 3y1 plus y2. This is the first component. And secondly 3x1 plus x2 plus plus 2y1 plus y2. तो देखो ये तो सेम है कि नहीं, क्योंकि इसको अगर अलग से x1 को एक साथ करोगे तो क्या होगा, x1 प्लस x2 एंड प्लस 3 y1 प्लस y2, एंड इसके लिए भी 3 x1 प्लस x2 एंड +2 y1 प्लस y2. ठीक है, तो these are the same. So this is a linear transformation. Uh, Not only now you cannot say because there is another relation you have to check, and that will be so easy. So C x y, इसमें करना होगा T C x y, इसको फाइंड करना होगा. तो T x y इज राइट हैंड साइड को लिख लेता हूँ पहले. T x y इज इक्वल्स टू कितना 2x plus 3y and 3x plus 2y. Okay. And लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में सी एक्स वाई मल्टीप्लाई होगा, मतलब कंपोनेंट वाइज होगा सी एक्स एंड सी वाई. इसका होगा सी एक्स प्लस 3 cy 3 cx प्लस 2 cy. इसमें अगर सी कॉमन लोगे तो यही होगा 2x प्लस 3y एंड 3x प्लस 2y. And this is C, this is coming from TXY. So C TXY. So this is satisfying the third condition. So it is a linear transformation. Linear transformation normally R2, any from any Rn to Rm, you can just say by looking at it. Okay. But from other vector like polynomial vectors or something, there you may have to check. Otherwise, you can just if any x squared term or something arise, then obviously it is not a linear transformation. Linear transformation में क्या होता है? From suppose this is our Cartesian coordinate. Here you have to find any vectors. So बेसिस वेक्टर में ही होता है कि कौन सा वेक्टर को तुम एज ए रेफरेंस ले रहे हो बाकी वेक्टर को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए. So from R2, if I take these two vectors, 1, 0, and which I have already told you that this is a standard basis. So this is a basis, means I'm going to express every vector in this form. So you know that if this is 2, 3, so component, this is a 3 and this is 2. So you can express is at 2, 1, 0 plus 3, 0, 1. So any vector could be expressed in this form. So this is a choice of basis. You can choose other basis also. It could be another basis. This is another basis. Okay. Like I have 1, 0 and 1, 1. If I choose this vector, so this is 1 and this is another one. So any vector could be expressed in this form. So at that time you have to check that this and this. Okay. So it will be depends on your choice of basis. So that's it is called standard basis. So now what I'm doing that in linear transformation. In linear transformation, I'm sending obviously zero will be fixed. Zero vector will be always fixed in linear transformation. So if I rotate it, so I have to rotate theta. This is a new vector in R2. So this is an example of a linear transformation. So any V, there is a V. So after rotating that vector in a theta, so it will be T of V. ठीक है. सो रोटेशन के लिए क्या जानते हो, जैसे वो एक्स प्राइम एंड वाई प्राइम का एक रिलेशन था ना, x cos theta and y sin theta. Maybe I may mistake the sign. Okay, so that's cos theta. इस टाइप का था कुछ सपोज. तो इसमें लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कौन सा है? सो इसमें you can express that x and y txy is this is x dash y dash because xy is mapped to x dash y dash and that is a relation of x cos theta plus y sin theta minus sin theta x plus y cos theta. This is a relation. This is a linear transformation, which is nothing but rotating it at theta degree in counterclockwise. ठीक है. इसमें साइन में भी गलत हो सकता है लेकिन तो उसमें इस टाइप का होगा. और लीनियर ट्रांसफर तुम ओबी सिलेबस में वो भी थोड़ा सा बोल देता हूँ फिर. लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन एंड अ मैट्रिक्स आर द सेम. देयर इज नो डिफरेंस. A matrix is a linear transformation or a linear transformation is a matrix. ठीक कैसे होगा वो बाद में बोल रहा हूँ लेकिन जो प्रॉब्लम है वहां पे जैसे इक्विवेलेंट मैट्रिक्स का कॉन्सेप्ट था पहले. इक्विवेलेंट मैट्रिक्स उसमें जो तो मैं कुछ ऑपरेशन करने के बाद निकालना होता है कि दिस टू मैट्रिक्स आर इक्विवेलेंट और समथिंग. आर एनीवन लिसनिंग?
Yes, sir.
इक्विवेलेंट मैट्रिक्स का कॉन्सेप्ट था पहले जो मैट्रिक्स को जैसे ये वाला भी था फी इनवर्स पी पी. ठीक है. कोई भी अगर इनवर्स मैट्रिक्स को दो मैट्रिक्स इस टाइप से लिख सकते हो तो दो मैट्रिक्स आर कॉल्ड इक्विवेलेंट मैट्रिक्स और सिमिलर मैट्रिक्स. ठीक है. तो इसमें क्या होगा कि कोई भी लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन टी को यू कैन एक्सप्रेस as a matrix, but that expression will depends on the choice of basis. Maybe if you choose a different basis, the matrix will be the same, and that two matrix will be called equivalent matrix. कैसे होगा देखो. जैसे अगर सिंपल में अगर रूल एक R2 to R2 लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ले रहा हूँ कि T xy is equals to जैसे पहले लिया था 2x plus 3y and 3x plus 2y. This is a linear transformation. Okay. So if I choose a basis standard, let's me choose a standard basis first. 0 1. It may be 1 0 and 0. This is a standard basis I have chosen. So while you have to check that this vector where it is mapped. Okay. So 1 0 1 0 कहाँ होगा कहाँ जाएगा यहाँ पे 2 and this is 3. ठीक है. And 0 1 3 2 इसमें जाएगा. तो इसको भी एक्सप्रेस करना होगा आउट ऑफ दिस इन दिस फॉर्म इन दिस मैट्रिक्स. तो इसमें भी 1 0 प्लस 3 0 1 3 1 0 प्लस 2 0 1. तो दिस इज अ मैट्रिक्स. 1 2 एंड 3 इस कोफिशिएंट को लिखना होगा कॉलम वाइज 3 and 2. This is a equivalent matrix. कैसे होगा देखो. If I take this matrix 2 3 and 3 2 and claiming it is a linear transformation from R2 to R2 तो 3 2 R2 vector is xy. तो इसको अगर एक्सप्रेस करोगे तो क्या होगा 2x plus 3y and 3x plus 2y. तो वही था पहले था ना txy को तो यहाँ पे ही भेज रहा था txy को 2x plus 3y and 3x plus 2y इसमें भेज रहा था. तो this is a expression of this linear transformation but it may be its component may be changed. It depends on the choice of basis. तो अगर यहाँ पे मैं बेसिस को डिफरेंट चॉइस किया पहले तो 1 0 एंड 0 1 ही रहने दो. सेकेंड में मैंने 1 0 एंड 1 1 लिया. ठीक है. तो क्या होगा तो 10 कहाँ पे जा रहा था? 10 was moving to 2 3 2 3 and 3 2। तो इसको एक्सप्रेस करना होगा इस मैट्रिक्स में, तो इसमें क्या होगा? 10 और 11 इसका कंपोनेंट का होगा। इसमें अगर 3 अगर लोगे तो 3 आएगा, तभी आएगा यहाँ पे 3, लेकिन यहाँ पे 2 लाने के लिए यहाँ पे -1 लाना होगा, ठीक है ना। सिमिलरली यहाँ पे 10 एंड 11, तो इसमें 2 लाने के लिए यहाँ पे 2 लाना होगा, और ऊपर 3 तो यहाँ पे 1, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे नाउ इन दिस basis, with respect to this basis, the matrix will be -1 3 and 1 2, ठीक है। -1 3 तो एज ए कॉलम आएगा and 1 2, this is, so these two matrices are same, but this expression is changing because you have changed the basis। तो चेंज ऑफ बेसिस का जो फॉर्मूला है उसमें भी एक जैसे पहले जो मैट्रिक्स, सोचो पहले मैट्रिक्स आया था ए एंड नाउ वी आर हैविंग बी। तो जो बेसिस को एज ए अगर कॉलम वाइज लिखोगे तो वो वाला अगर पी फॉर्म करेगा, ठीक है, और नेक्स्ट में अगर ए वाला क्यू फॉर्म करेगा, उस टाइप में राइट हैंड साइड का जो बेसिस चूज करोगे वो अगर क्यू फॉर्म करेगा, तो यू कैन हैव पी क्यू इनवर्स एज बी। ओके, लेट मी चेक बिकॉज इट मे बी क्यू इनवर्स, यहाँ पे क्यू इनवर्स हो सकता है, यहाँ पे पी हो सकता है, एग्जैक्टली आई डोंट रिमेम्बर, बट लेट मी चेक, ठीक है। तो पहले जो मैट्रिक्स था पी कौन सा था? पी था 10 एंड 01, एंड क्यू वाज 10 एंड 11, ठीक है। एंड ए कौन सा मैट्रिक्स था? ये था तुम्हारा 2 3 3 2, 2 3 and 3 2। Now let's check we are having this matrix or not in this form, in this way. So P P is an identity matrix, so it is not going to be changed after multiplying with P. So all you have to check Q inverse. तो Q inverse कितना होगा? Q inverse 1 -1 0 1, maybe minus, ये होगा ना?
यस सर।
ये होगा। तो अगर इसको मल्टीप्लाई करोगे एक के साथ 2 3 एंड 3 2 इंटू 1 -1 0 1, कितना होगा? 2 2 आएगा, 3 0 होगा, -2 प्लस 3 इज 1। नो, इसमें नहीं आ रहा है, मतलब उल्टा होगा। क्यू इनवर्स को इस टाइप, अगर क्यू इनवर्स को इधर मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो क्या आएगा? देखो तो 1 -1 0 1 2 3 एंड 3 2, तो क्यू इनवर्स भी इधर आएगा, तो क्या होगा? 2 -3 is -1, 3 -2 is 1, and 0 is 3 and 2। देखो तो ये आया कि नहीं? हाँ, देखो सेम आया ना?
यस सर।
तो इसमें रिलेशन को एक्सप्रेस कर देता हूँ फिर से, मतलब अगर इसको P इस टाइप से लिखा जाएगा। ओके, मैं इधर लिख रहा था तब P A Q इनवर्स, तो P is from the, if T is from suppose V2W, तो चॉइस इसका जो बेसिस होगा वो वाला यहाँ पे लगेगा, और इसका जो बेसिस लगेगा वो यहाँ पे जाएगा, ठीक है। और इट विल बी एन स्टैंडर्ड मैट्रिक्स। तो बोथ में सोचो कि स्टैंडर्ड बेसिस लिया बोथ फ्रॉम द बोथ वेक्टर स्पेस, तो जो चेंज होगा इक्विवेलेंट मैट्रिक्स में, तो इस रूल से चेंज होगा। लेकिन मैट्रिक्स फाइंड आउट करने के लिए वही होगा, पहले तो तुम्हें बेसिस वेक्टर को भेजना होगा एंड उस जो जहां पे जाएगा वो वेक्टर उसको एक्सप्रेस करना होगा वहां का चॉइस ऑफ वेक्टर्स पे। तो जैसे पॉलिनोमियल में भी होगा, अगर तुम यहाँ पे सपोज P3 to P2 vector space, this is a 4 dimensional vector space and this is a 3 dimensional vector space। तो यहाँ पे मैट्रिक्स कितना आएगा, 3 क्रॉस 4 आएगा। ओके, कैसे 3 क्रॉस 4 आएगा। तो यहाँ पे दो वेक्टर को मैं सेम रखा था, लेकिन अगर डिफरेंट होगा, इसको थोड़ा बाद में बोलता हूँ। अगर डिफरेंट होगा तो इसका जो इक्विवेलेंट मैट्रिक्स आएगा, दिस विल बी अ 3 क्रॉस 2 मैट्रिक्स। ठीक है, क्यों? सिंपल हो जाएगा क्योंकि यहाँ पे तुम्हें देख T01 इसको भेजना होगा, ये 3 कंपोनेंट में जाएगा, तो इसका जो बेसिस होगा ये तो 3 कंपोनेंट में डिवाइड होगा, वही रो में लगेगा। ठीक है, इसमें सेकेंड वेक्टर के लिए वही यहाँ पे सपोज EFG इस टाइप का आएगा, तो दिस इज अ 3 क्रॉस 2 मैट्रिक्स। So now check if it is P4 to, sorry, P3 to P2. So T हाँ, T को मैं एज ए डेरिवेटिव एक्सप्रेस करता हूँ। ठीक है, तो इज इट अ लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन और नॉट? तो क्या करना होगा, पहले चेक करना होगा कि जीरो वेक्टर जीरो होगा। ठीक है, अगर दो पॉलिनोमियल f of x and if you choose two vectors from P3 and add them, it will be in P3 obviously because it is a vector space। तो डेरिवेटिव का रूल से तो जानते हो कि वो अलग अलग से एक्सप्रेस होता है। Even if you take CF of x, so constant बाहर आ जाएगा। So actually this derivative is a linear transformation। Okay, so इसमें तुम्हारा एक तो डिग्री घटेगा, तो उसमें ठीक है 2 आएगा। हाँ, तो इसमें 3 भी रहता तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा, जैसा कि 3 नहीं होगा, 3 भी रहेगा तो फिर भी आएगा क्योंकि लास्ट कंपोनेंट 0 हो जाएगा। ठीक है, लेकिन अगर इंटीग्रेशन करोगे, इंटीग्रेशन इज ऑल्सो अ लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, but at that time it has to be 4। Okay, P3 to P4, if you check that P3 to P3 integration is not a linear transformation because it is increase the power। So now you have to check the its matrix। So first you have to choose the basis, whatever basis you are, it's free from your choice, sometimes it is given। Okay, so from P3 I have chosen this basis, and P2 I have chosen this simplest one, the simplest one I have chosen। ठीक है, तो इसको देखना होगा कहाँ जा रहा है। तो d of dx1 is going to be in 0, तो 0 को एक्सप्रेस करना होगा इस बेसिस वेक्टर में। ठीक है, तो ऑब्वियसली एवरी कंपोनेंट इज कांस्टेंट कंपोनेंट इज 0, 0x प्लस 0x स्क्वायर। सेकेंड किसको भेजेंगे, x को, विच इज 1। सो ओनली ए वाला 1 होगा, बाकी 0 होगा, तो 0 को हम नहीं लिख रहे। ठीक है, बाकी सब 0 होगा। dx x स्क्वायर, इसका कितना होगा 2x, तो इसमें क्या होगा 2x, ओनली x का कंपोनेंट में 2 लगेगा, बाकी सब 0 होगा। फिर आएगा x क्यूब, 3x स्क्वायर, तो इसमें ओनली 3x स्क्वायर, x स्क्वायर का कंपोनेंट 3 होगा, बाकी 0 होगा। तो इसका मैट्रिक्स कितना होगा, पहले देखो 0, तो इसमें सब 0 होगा। इसमें 3 होगा only because there are 3 vectors, 3 dimension 0 0 0. सेकेंड के लिए क्या होगा? इसके लिए 1 0 0. इसके लिए क्या होगा? 0 1 x x स्क्वायर, इतना होगा x. इसके लिए 0 2 0, और इसके लिए 0 0 3. ठीक है, दिस इज अ matrix expression for d of dx from P3 to P2 with the choice of this standard basis vector. इसमें इतना सारा इंफॉर्मेशन है, x and 1 x square. If you choose a different vector, different basis, the matrix will be different, but the matrix will be equivalent always. Means if you find its determinant, if it is possible. इसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, इसमें 0 0 0 आ रहा है. ठीक है, 0 0 भी आ सकता है, because if you send what is saying that if you send any constant, okay, constant means only first will be the suppose 3, okay, and 4 5 and 6. This is equivalent to the polynomial 3 plus 4x plus 5x square plus 6x cube, okay. But if I'm saying that if I send a constant, means other is 0, it will be 0. It will be 0. And how you are going to have this guarantee? Because this column is 0. And derivative is saying that if you derivative are constant, it will be 0. That's why that column is needed. Okay. तो ठीक है, इसमें और भी कुछ है तो बाद में बोलेंगे. अभी जो और एक क्लास हो रहा है लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन का, उसके साथ कीप अप करने के लिए थोड़ा जल्दी में बोल रहा हूँ. इसका हर एक में प्रॉब्लम करके फिर करेंगे नेक्स्ट वीक. ओके, कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो पूछो. हेलो.
Yes, sir.
ओके, कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ सकते हो. वेक्टर स्पेस का डेफिनेशन हुआ, मतलब मैं पिछले क्लास से बोल रहा हूँ. वेक्टर स्पेस का डेफिनेशन, और उसको उस डेफिनेशन में पहुंचने के लिए जैसे तुम्हारा ग्रुप, रिंग एंड फील्ड दोनों हुआ था. What are the same? All is about a structure with an operation. A set, how is going to react with the operation, with respect to an operation. So vector space, उसके बाद vector space, we are choosing a vector from a vector space and making a new vector, and that is called a subspace. So जैसे जो L U V जो भी था, ठीक है, तो you are making a new vector space out of these two vectors. So at that time you need to know that is this two vector are dependent or independent, because if these two vector are dependent, then it is same as LU. So if it is independent and it is making from it is made from these two vectors, then it is called two-dimensional vector space. So any vector space is going to be made in any other vectors, okay, from like V is a vector space. If you choose n vectors, and this n vectors is enough to express V, and these n vectors are independent also, because there is excessive vectors. But V can be expressed, but these are the not necessary, because you can delete some vectors. So that's why you have to check also its dependency or independence. So if it is independent and v means you cannot delete any further vector, and v can be expressed out of these vectors, then these vectors are called basis of v. And number of vectors in the basis is called dimension. सो वेक्टर स्पेस में और कुछ नहीं है, उसमें से पहले तो प्रूव करना होगा कि इट इज अ वेक्टर स्पेस और नॉट, और वेक्टर स्पेस में कुछ वेक्टर दिया हुआ रहेगा, उसको डिपेंडेंट और इंडिपेंडेंट प्रूव करना होगा। और उसके बाद आता है बेसिस। बेसिस फाइंड आउट करने के लिए बोल सकते हैं, कोई वेक्टर सेट ऑफ वेक्टर्स दिया जा सकता है, उसमें बोला जा सकता है कि चेक करो कि ये बेसिस होगा कि नहीं, बेसिस फॉर्म करेगा कि नहीं। तो पहले तो चेक करना होगा इंडिपेंडेंट है कि नहीं, और फिर any arbitrary vector लेना होगा, और for that arbitrary vector if you can express that vector in a linear combination of other vectors, then it is called, you can express that vector। और अगर एक्सप्रेस नहीं होगा तो तुम्हें वहां पे काउंटर एग्जाम्पल फाइंड करना होगा, कोई एग्जैक्टली कोई 2 3 4 टाइप का वेक्टर लेना होगा, और उसमें देखना होगा कि ये वाला नहीं एक्सप्रेस हो सकता इस बाकी वेक्टर से, क्योंकि देयर इज अ सम यू हैव टू रीच टू अ कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन। सो उसमें बेसिस फाइंड करना होगा। फिर आता है लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, और ये वाला चैप्टर ज्यादा लेंदी है, ये वाला ही कंटिन्यू होगा। वो तुम्हारा जो दूसरा क्लास हो रहा है उसमें भी लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन में भी बहुत सारा प्रॉब्लम, मतलब लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन एंड मैट्रिक्स आर द सेम चैप्टर यू कैन से। मैट्रिक्स में भी जैसे इक्विवेलेंट मैट्रिक्स होता है, उसमें रैंक निकालना होता है, उसमें डिटर्मिनेंट होने से क्या होता है, बहुत कुछ है। तो जैसे आइगन वैल्यू आइगन वेक्टर्स, तो लीनियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के लिए भी सेम है, इसका भी आइगन वैल्यू आइगन वेक्टर्स होगा। तो इफ यू थिंक एज linear transformation as a matrix, then all you need about the matrix you can apply in a linear transformation। ठीक है, अगर कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ सकते हो, नहीं तो मैं यहाँ पे स्टॉप करता हूँ क्लास। ठीक है फिर।
थैंक यू सर।